So if you're anything like me, you've probably made the mistake of trying to be perfect. You're forcing yourself to be perfect. I want to ask you, who are your idols? Which people do you look up to? And of course, that's a stupid question because people look up to a lot of people, you know, as we all look up to multiple people. We take attributes and characteristics from multiple people. We learn about fictional, non-fictional characters from books, historic characters, all these people. And we take attributes from them and we put in our own lives that we find attractive and that we want. But I want you to understand that you do not have to be perfect. Now, I look up to Alexander the Great. I've said it in previous videos and I'll continue to say it. I look up to Alexander the Great. And that dude was not perfect. He was an alcoholic. He had a character that made him admirable, but not lovable. His ambition was greater than his ability. I believe that is how the quote goes. But he was very courageous. So he had all these good things about him, but he also had qualities that made him unlovable. He was attractive, he was admirable to all of his soldiers, to people. He was feared among all the lands and everything. He also had negative qualities. And sometimes people say that I have some of the qualities, some of the negative qualities that he had. And that would make me feel upset. But now I kind of look at it and it's like, no human is perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody that you look up to, nobody great. Everybody has flaws. Everybody has flaws. And people will always come around to pick them out, to point at you and make you realize that all you are your flaws and, you know, try to break you down. And this video is not me like fucking whining or complaining of all this shit. I'm trying to make you understand that you will never be perfect. You are not God. And I've made this mistake before where I thought that since I was racking up some wins, I was like, I'm perfect. Everything I do should be perfect. And that was a big mistake because when you make one mistake, when you do something that makes you realize that you're not perfect, that can be devastating. So there will be people that will not like you. There will be things that you do that people will not like you for. There will be characteristics that you have that people will not like you for, and you will never ever be perfect. And that is not a bad thing because that's what makes you authentic. That's what makes you you. So don't try to be perfect. You are not God. Let God have that responsibility. Let the universe. It doesn't matter if you're religious or not, but I want you to understand that you are not perfect. You will never be perfect. You are just a human being. You have characteristics, you have attributes, you have all these things. It will never be perfect. So, you know, not much of a message, but something I want you to carry throughout whatever journey you're on or whatever you're doing is that you are not perfect, and that is a good thing. You know, you will do things, there will be characteristics about you, maybe even addictions, maybe the way you respond to certain situations, maybe your anger. Of course, don't let it become destructive to the point where you're going around hitting people or don't be an idiot, but just simply put, you will never be perfect. You know, there will be things about you could be crazy ambitious, we're all individuals, we all have our own things and our own characteristics. Maybe we're egotistical, and that's why ego is so fucking important. You know, I got told so many times that ego is not good, ego is not a good thing to have, arrogant and all this shit. And of course, don't go around harming people, insulting people, but I guess have that unruly amount of confidence in yourself, really intoxicating, like a really unruly amount of confidence in yourself. So have that. So I know this video might not be applicable to every single person out there, but to those of you that is, to maybe somebody like the younger version of me, I really hope this message hits home. And that's it for this video. I will make a video about who are your idols, because one person I look up to is Alexander the Great, and I think he's a cool ass motherfucker. There's a couple other people. To be fair, I don't even know that much about him. I would love to learn more. If any of you know anything more than me, or probably a lot of you do, so let me know on Instagram. If you have any questions, if you like my energy, if you liked anything I said in this video, DM me on Instagram. Let me know if you have any questions and things you want to say. So, and if you like this video, like it. It helps out the channel. It helps me understand that you like these videos so I can make more of them. A quick plug, I'm currently working on something, a series of resources on how I transform my life from this version of me to actually becoming my dream character, which you see in front of you right now, and onwards. You know, I made it happen literally in like 2 months when I actually kind of realized that shit, I don't like where I am right now. You know, I transformed myself from the average dude. You know, I couldn't talk to women, I couldn't make friends that I wanted to, I couldn't stand up in a social situation without fucking being afraid, and I'm doing all this shit, and I was unattractive, all these things. I turned them all around in a matter of like 2 months maximum. If you want to know more about it, let me know on Instagram. But with that being said, I will catch you in the next video. Have a good one. Peace out.